Because I mean, they had in theory maybe the Centaur was a bit of a high ground grow hero, but if you do him, then they kind of can't. We can see what the teams have in store for each other because we are in draft number 2 for the game between Vega Squadron and Alliance. I may just point out that this is a game that decides which one of these two teams will move on to go to the top 2 of DreamLeague Winter. Because both teams are already going to DreamLeague Winter. This is the game because Alliance has to win 2 in order to win, and so they've already won 1. Vega only needs to win 1, but this is the one if they can. So being top 2 in the standings means that you skip day 1 at DreamLeague Winter. So you basically get a day off to study your opponents and then continue playing on the day.
Yeah, they have to take that over there as well.
No, does Alliance do the tiny? Yeah, tiny without the.
Do they do Tusk or Slaughter?
Lich. Tiny Lich.
Is that the new dual lane? Tiny Lich dual lane?
It's not bad.
It isn't bad.
Probably it's a Bambo Tiny with a hint of Alliance.
Yeah. Alright.
Well.
Will they go offlane Tiny though? I don't think so.
No, I think it's
They can.
They can.
It's very versatile. Like.
It requires a different playstyle from the player handling it, and also the team. Because the way that Bamboo plays his Tiny is that he kind of let his team tank a ton of spells, and then he come in to pick people.
You mean the 4-stab blink?
Yeah, that kind of
utility Tiny.
I have not seen Bulldog play it that way. So
he's played heroes like Clockwork in the past, though. Yeah. He can do the initiation kind of.
It's not just the initiating though, but you let your team kind of take hits, and then he comes in to clean up.
At the same time, we just saw S4 being the offlane, so they can swap it around and put Bulldog on the solo safe lane and something else entirely.
But I mean, Loda is generally like the carry Tiny. And he's very comfortable with the hero. So,
what do you guys think of Ogre as a combo, like a little
for Lions
baby IO? You know, you get the Bloodlust up, but it's like
the baby IO.
I think you focus too much on early game supports and not enough for team fights.
Yeah.
Because like last game, like if the Bristleback was kited enough, then you just lose all your damage. And I could see the situation being developed for Tiny, where sure you have Bloodlust on him, you have Lich backing him up, but if he gets kited, then you just lose way too much damage. I think it's better to pick another support that could give you more team fight. For example, Disruptor would be good here because there's a Wisp on the other side. It gives you the AoE, it gives you the catch in the team fights.
I agree. I think that could work very well. But at the same time, then you have two really like
passive supports got an early game.
And weak. They don't have much HP. They're very.
You can say Tuskar as well.
Exactly. They can just roll in and kill you.
Yeah. They removed the Batrider though. Vega Squadron.
And so far, it's all S4 heroes getting denied on the side of Vega.
That's a Minot zero.
Excuse me.
Did you not see that? Like the last game, he took the role from.
It's like Loda, move over. Here comes the real carry.
Yeah. That was amazing, actually.
Yeah. So Vega likes to play Sven quite a bit, and they have the Wisp already. Do you think it's worth a ban here?
I think everything that is kind of like a melee carry is gonna be
less likely.
Kited by the Lich. Like Lich Arm is gonna do so much this game if they try to go for either Bristleback or
even the Craggy on top of that as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you're not worried about CK. You're not worried about Sven.
Are you worried about Gyrocopter?
Gyro's pretty good. I think that's the best one of those.
Necrolite works as well.
Yeah,
it's very good with Tuskar. You can always save.
They're still AA though. Like, maybe they should ban that if they want Necro. They're still Dazzle.
They fourth banned Necrolite or AA last game, Vega Squadron, again when they picked the IO themselves.
Do Alliance ever play Shen anymore?
We asked Aki about that actually, and he said there's a possibility for it.
Yeah. So no, they don't play
Shen. They want the Necro, they ban the AA.
They do like their dual healing supports to Vega. You know, like Witch Doctor, Dazzle.
Yeah.
With the IO.
Dazzle IO is broken, man. Absolutely.
Didn't win last game though. Oh, actually, no, they got that
Witch Doctor.
Yeah. It's still double heal.
It's not
good enough, man. If you can grade the IO and just keep him alive, that's insanely good.
Reserve time.
Banning out the TA. Afraid of no one's Templar Assassin on the Dire Squad.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, maybe because they want the tiny mid, they don't want to be up against the TA.
Yeah.
Or something like that. You could do tiny Lich dual mid. It's pretty strong.
Especially against an IO who like needs early levels.
They have to decide to go IO mid.
Yeah.
Depends on the heroes.
Yeah, both teams have actually a lot of flexibility in terms of lanes and where they're going to go with it.
Yeah.
The CK is actually the partner for the IO that they choose to remove. And there's the Gyro instead. They pick it themselves.
Okay.
That's pretty smart.
still a hero like Beastmaster in the pool. I know Mag is definitely fond of that. Combos up well with IO. It's very, very good against Gyrocopter as well. If you get an early Necrobook, you just roar and focus them down.
True.
Is there any kind of combination you'd like to see with the Tiny in terms of toss combos? We still have the Slaughter in the pool. Obviously, Loda probably going to play the Gyro instead. But Slaughter also offlane hero, also support hero. Could be a new Nuts hero upcoming.
Maybe they could toss in a Shaker support or something like that for an Echo Slam.
That's a possibility too.
So
you can snowball over the Fisher though. I'm thinking about what they can how they can stop initiation. I guess for the Razor it's actually really good. And in terms of disable, they
need some.
Yeah. So does Vega, by the way.
Disruptor is still pretty good. Like he has Static Storm and a Snowball if you want.
Yeah, on top of yourself. Yeah. It's actually very powerful against Tusk.
And Glimpse is always useful if you want to chase them or...
Disruptor.
There's that Disruptor.
There we go.
Good call.
Vega Squadrons.
We were talking about how, like, early game the supports aren't as powerful, but Gyrocopter as a core, like, does so much early game damage though.
Yeah.
It kind of
maybe help out your
it makes
supports.
up for it, yeah.
I think it's a very smart pick by Alliance. Like, they were considering banning the Gyro, but they're like, we can just ban the CK and take the Gyro ourselves. Then it's like a win-win situation.
Razor is not one of those cores that can fight very early on, so you kind of want to supplement him with something else as well that can fight or can help to fight. Which hero would you like to see for Vega?
I mean, Razor is great at fighting early, so...
If he gets his mech.
Yeah, exactly. He often has a good lane since he's such a strong...
But that's yeah, because you normally want to have a dual core with the Razor anyway.
Yeah, so. Of course. He's not a great...
This is a very
late gamer.
Risky pick in my opinion.
The Ember?
Into Disruptor? Like Disruptor?
Into Tiny as well.
Into the Lich? Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean.
No, I mean like into Disruptor.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, like you can always catch him.
And he's not that strong of a laner either.
Yeah, I think Lich is going to be a great... I mean, if you run the Lich into the lane of Ember.
And Wisp.
Yep. And then more importantly, Tiny, once he gets a blink, your Ember Shield is going to get melted immediately.
This kind of looks like the game that NIP played against Vega. When he drafted the TA, IO stuff.
At least Ember has some disable, you know, so you can pick up, if you want Mag to play the Tusk, you can pick up maybe a Lina to round off your draft and get a nice early Aghanims.
Yeah, that's very true.
I would like to see a Clockwork for Mag on the side of Vega. I think they need that extra control to just make sure that they can retreat if necessary, and I think if they fight, they have to be the one to initiate, and they don't really have that strong of initiation.
I feel like they need damage on top of the control as well. Maybe like a Centaur again. Something that could let them initiate, and because Razor, Ember, they're okay damage on, but I feel like you need a little bit more burst.
Alliance's turn to pick.
Because Tiny's going to be very tanky. Zhao's going to be very tanky with the Frost Armor.
Yeah.
Could work, for sure.
Slaughter got removed, so no My Nut Slaughter, unfortunately, which would have not been a My Nut Slaughter, I guess, because there's both the Lich and the Disruptor, but just want to prevent that My Nut Slaughter from coming out. More disable as well.
They could go with something like an anti-mage and put the... I haven't seen Gyrocopter mid in a long time. But like do a dual offlane with Gyro and Lich or something like that.
And so you think that it will be Bulldog on a
More
Tiny?
greed. I know they're like super greedy. And the supports aren't really that greedy.
So. Loda is a big advocate for like the Rocket Gyro.
Yeah.
Which like, I played some pubs with him. He used to go to Tranquil Yules and max out Rocket kind of build.
Okay, offlane Night Stalker.
Gives them a lot of control. Silence for the Embers.
I honestly thought that when they pick a Gyro, they were thinking about a Lone Druid pick. And then the Razor pick after that was so smart, because Razor traditionally very good against the Bear's Link. And so Alliance picking up the Night Stalker instead. Kind of just a good all-round team. Gives you a good silence against the Ember.
They're lacking a little bit in lockdown, I guess. But at the same time they have some, but they need to catch them.
It's a lot on Tiny. If you can get a Blink Dagger and get the instant initiation.
Could be a...
Like the Night Stalker has to walk into silence, you know what I mean? Like he has to, like there's no real fast initiation. They've got
to pick for Wisp combo here. Do you use the Ember for a Wisp combo?
You did ban AA.
I guess Ember Wisp combo is not that bad.
No, it's...
Have to sustain as well. You want to have someone that can save the Ember.
Could go for the Bristleback again.
The Beastmaster.
Bristleback would be Okay.
You kind of want the lockdown, as
You
you
need
were talking about. Like,
yeah.
Beastmaster is perfect.
Your combat's the Night Stalker vision as well.
10 seconds.
You know, like
At the same time, Nightstalker kind of combats your vision.
In
Yeah,
terms
The
of
Brother is
vision,
kind of not so useful in Darkness.
Clockwork would give some vision.
Clockwork is very good against the Nightstalker.
And it's gonna be
Dazzle?
Dazzle.
So
It's gonna be
Tusk is gonna be
Tusk.
the offlane, yeah.
Interesting.
Alright.
Like, Dazzle Wisp combo is so good, man.
And I think also Dazzle will be a prime silence target, because if you're Night Stalker now, you want to silence
Everybody.
everybody, basically.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's kind of splitting the odds there maybe a bit, hopefully being spread out a lot so that Disruptor can't get a 5-man static swing, because that would be kind of disastrous. So what are we thinking? Who's going to take this one? Second game, the deciding game. Who's going to skip a day?
I'm gonna go with Vega. I think their Ember Spirit, I haven't seen it in a while, and when I did, it was very, very dominant. And they know what to play with.
Well, you were right first game, so are you going to jump on the 100% win rate chance today? Big mother.
I actually believe in Alliance. They have like a very well-rounded draft, and they have. I think the late game is better than Vegas. So
5
Okay.
seconds remaining.
Lumi deciding vote for the couch.
I'm gonna go with Alliance as well. They have two very weak support, but on the other side, it's not like Vega's kind of punishing them with aggressive supports running at them. So to me, the Lich is gonna secure them the lane, especially if you could pair it against Ember. I feel like that's gonna give Alliance a laning advantage.
Okay, well, who's going to get the advantage at DreamLeague Winter? That's the question. That's what we're going to find out in this game of Vega taking on Alliance with Pixel and Ape Mother. You better get over there.
yep.
Indeed, welcome back to the panel here. We're ready to get ourselves going for Game 2 between Alliance and the Squadron of Vegas. Let's get ourselves into the game. I'm here with Ape Mother, and what a Game 1 we had. I'm hoping for more Game 2. Now, you're the expert here, Ape. If the drafts are anything to go by, are we going to see as much action-packed fun as in Game 1?
I think this is gonna be absolutely crazy. Like the first game, it's gonna
Okay.
be a lot of crazy fights, and it's gonna come down to what happens in the like early mid-game transition to what is gonna go down in late game. But I definitely favor Alliance in late game because they have a more like core potential.
Okay. I mean, yeah, kind of similar to then the two
Yeah.
stories of the draft in Game 1 then, in that sense. But I guess there's always the potential for a bit more global kind of split pushing, pulling apart, because as well as Solo Zio, they've got that Ember Spirit. Pashy Bash is going to be rocking that one. So obviously some of that light's going to have to play around, but we saw Vega's rat game was pretty weak in Game 1. They kind of YOLO'd it at the end, and Alliance kind of were like, huh, that's cute, not going to work. So see if Vega can step it up for this game with having two global entities in the forms of the Ember and the Aya, but hopefully this one should be pretty exciting. In terms of the lanes settling out, we talked about in Game 1, Vega kind of had an edge in the early game laning stage. Do you think we're going to see some similar things here, or is this kind of Alliance in the happier position?
It's looking pretty good for them right now. Bulldog, is he? Okay, it's Dazzle Ember. He should be okay in that lane. But I mean, it's a Wisp, so the lane stage is going to be pretty okay. And you see S4 is just going ham on the mag right now.
Yeah, this isn't going to be a pretty lane for Mag at all. I mean, you got a couple of points, a couple of levels into Nuts when he has that glimpse as well. Certainly Mag's got to be very careful of these rocket barrages when S4, of course, looks for the chase down.
Yeah, and Bulldog actually went for the double mangoes, which is going to give him a lot of regen in this lane. And he seems to be having a pretty good time so far.
Load it. Well, he's going to get the toss back here into no one. Ake's there as well. He'll look for the body blocks to load it. Lamayo, that's your first blood. Razor will go down there. The boys take it. And so, yeah, he's going to have to walk it off. He needs to be a bit careful there when he hasn't got his big brother to help him out on the Razor. But yeah, first kill for Alliance in the mid lane. Nicely done with the toss block.
Yeah, Ake didn't even have his slow at that point. He only had a sacrifice because he was level 1, so... He wouldn't have died if he didn't pull off that beautiful body block.
Yeah, the blocks were beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, no one coming back. In terms of CS, though, Razor does have the edge. He's having a bit of a better time here up against the Tiny, which is understandable.
Yeah.
And Loda's been pretty much looking for that. We saw him try for a couple of toss attempts earlier. It's all about him getting those tosses, catching out someone like the Nolan Razor and throwing him back into position. We saw how if they were able to do it with the Lich being level 1. As you said, now he's level 2 with the slow as well. It's going to be a little bit easier if they find the toss back.
And they're finding a lot of good stacks here on the line side already. They have both the medium and big camp stacked twice.
Oh, they are as well, yeah. It's going to be a tasty bit of farm here for for Loader to back up into. Bottom lane, Max not being able to find that much here. We've seen him having the issue. Did find level 2, but a lot of space being created as the Disruptor just forces him back. And S4, he's going to have a fine old time here picking up the CS on this bottom lane. And then, of course, finally, the other lane that we haven't really talked about too much, top lane. A little bit easier for the offlaner of Alliance compared to the offlaner and mid lane. Loader gets the toss back again with the Avalanche, the slow. No one's going to go down. And, I mean, this is Alliance dealing with the Razor mid beautifully.
That is scary lane, man.
Yeah.
It's tossed back into slow in the tower range. You need to be so careful about your positioning.
I mean, it just works so well. The fact that you pick the Razor because you're like, it's a tiny mid, it's melee, we'll steal the damage. You're looking to move in close with a static link. The closer you get, the more risk you've got of being tossed back.
Yeah, and Loader doesn't even have boots yet. So... And Razor has boots. So he just walked up to him and tossed him back. It was kind of awkward. S4. He's moving around the creeps there, just keeping an eye on Mag. The farm continues to go very well for himself on the gyrocopter here. And at the moment, this is going to be a little bit worrisome for the side of Vega. As you said, they'll be looking to try and get that early footing, like they did do in game 1 at the start, but having certainly a lot harder of a time in game 2 to do so. Yeah, I think Alliance is very, very happy with this kind of passive laning stage.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're trying to exploit here with their pick and draft, like the Lich and yeah, they're getting a very good early laning phase here.
Oh, Starlo. He should be fine. He can tether across, and he will do. I'm going to secure himself the top lane here. Loader tops his ball up. Level 4 at the moment here on the Tiny. But, I mean, Nuts as well. He's always got the level 2. Put the point into the field here. Knows that Mag's going to be playing safe anyway, so kill potential on the Tusk is going to be fairly hard. But they're not really too fussed about killing him. More fussed about just getting the space for S4 on the Gyro, which continues to go very well for them on the bottom. Pasha, how's his CS looking on the Ember Spirit? He's been having a good old time as well, top. I mean, yeah, Bulldog's been able to stay in the lane a little bit more than Mag has on the opposite side of the map on the Tusk, but he's not been able to harm the farm of Pasha, so that's good news there for Vega.
Yeah, but Lodo's looking for some aggression in mid. They're so powerful right now. It's insane. I don't know, Razor is usually not in this kind of defensive posture, but he needs to be super careful about his positioning. Otherwise, he's just straight up dead.
Yeah. And
they're being so greedy. They're stacking everything. They're being very efficient right now, Alliance.
Yeah, these are some tasty camps here in the jungle.
And I think Gyro's gonna go clean them up as soon as he has his ultimate.
Moving in as well, Mag. He's having such a tough time down here. They tried to get the glimpse off, they couldn't quite find the range. I mean, one glimpse and you're getting the kill every time on bottom. So it's lucky for Mag that he was able to get himself out of it. Mid lane, we're seeing a wraparound from Bulldogs. Seeing if he can make something happen here with this night time. No one is going to get tossed back again. The slow's there. There's a static link, but it's only going to be there for a few seconds as they will find the kill onto Razor. Nothing that Solo can do to help him. And this is Loader kind of turning the tails. Game 1, we saw Loader have a pretty scary time in the mid lane on his Razor. He says, well, you guys want to try the Razor pick? I'll show you how badly it can go for you. And he just punishes it. A lot of hate. He's getting triggered in the mid lane, and he's really letting it out of him onto the Razor.
Yeah, definitely.
Top lane, S4. I mean, there's going to be the glimpse back onto no one. S4's actually going to just casually walk this one off by the looks of it. The snowball comes from onto Nuts. Looks like they may lose the Disruptor, but they'll save the Gyro. S4 trying to walk this off there. He's going to have to go on a little bit of a T-Tours here because the backup is coming in. He doesn't have a TP scroll. S4.
Is he going to survive?
I mean, I think they've given up on him. Nearly level 6 as well. If he gets level 6 and cooldown, he could just farm the camp. He needs to get level 6, but he's not going to find an easy level 6 from that camp. It looks like he'll go for it with the mango and a cooldown.
Oh my
if
God.
he goes to that stack, did he see it there? It was night time vision.
Yeah, he did. He pinged it out.
Did he?
Yeah. He's going for this.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. He's going for the easier stack. So he'll take something. I mean, Sherman's like, what's going on?
Damn.
Oh, I can smell something.
The timing.
Sniff, sniff. He doesn't smell it. Oh, no one. The Solo coming in.
He's actually going to survive. Oh my God.
That was some solid snake level shit. Goes in, goes round for the walk around a Loader with the invis rune. I got you, Solo! He gets the kill. Loader with the sneaky pick off. So 4 for 1 at the moment. Alliance certainly having a better time here. And all whilst that was happening, of course, Disruptor was saying, well, thanks for the Solo then, S4. I'll pick myself up a couple of levels.
Yeah, Alliance are certainly looking really strong coming out of this early game.
This is and yeah, what 3k on load at the moment compared to the 1.9k on your Razor. So we're already seeing a real difference coming out in the mid lane. I mean, a lot of it down to the fact that load has been involved in all 4 of the kills so far of this game for the side. A lot of them thanks to the toss backs onto the Razor. Top lane, Remnant forward. They're looking for Bulldog. Bulldog's on his own. Should go down here. Nighttime comes out. Get the side Seabuff. And here's your call out, dude. S4 trying to get Showman. He gets the shallow grave off. Continues to try and walk back, but S4 moving forward. The flat cannon. The other one goes. It finds one. It could be a double kill. Pasha gets the chains off. He's going to look for the TP out. S4, can he get it? Can he get it? Can he get it? No, he can't get it. Pasha will get himself out. S4 finding 1 kill nonetheless up there. And 5 for 2. And well, Loader, is he going to get himself a tasty rune? No, he's not. Just the bounty. Bottom lane's going to be the illusion anyway. Wouldn't have done too much for him.
Is Loader going for Midas?
Is he?
I think he could. They're doing so well, he can just like, build on that with a Midas as well.
Or is he going Tread Drums?
I think we'll see soon enough. Glimpse of Mag.
Oh. Mag. Void in a second. There we go.
It's like 2
And
seconds.
I think this is a kill. Yeah. Oh. Daytime comes out. Bulldog loses his magical powers.
And S4 is kind of roaming at this point.
He is at the moment. This jar has been very active. Oh, look at these stacks. Loader. Just going to pick up the dosh here. More money into the bank. We'll see what he does. What's he got on the courier? He did, okay. Yeah. So Treads. I mean, do you think it's going to be the full out drums, or are we looking for an early blink here on the Tiny?
I think he wants the blink actually. Okay. He could be really good here. Because you don't really have the blink initiation otherwise, so I think he can make very, very good use of, out of a blink dagger here. Especially on the Ember Spirit, if you can just blink on him and kill him, or the Wisp even. It's very, very good here. Could work out.
I mean, as for issues, he can afford to be as kind of with all the roaming that he's done, because he's got the phase, he's got the Aquila level 8 as well. It's a very volatile force to throw into a lane. Let's see what they can find here.
Okay. Lich is level 7. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Okay. He's grown very big. There we go. If he can find no one here.
They know about the stack, right? Yeah.
Can they get the Legion? And they'll get the cooldown from the smoke. It's beautiful. Gets the initial slow, and no one is not going to be able to be saved by Solo.
And he gets both the big creeps. Oh my god.
Oh, really nice cooldown from smoke there. Smart moves from Alliance. And now the backup will come through. They're trying to do something, but the glimpse down past you. Got the Remnant out, so it's still cool. He'll come in, looks for Ake. The Chain Frost was thrown out there, didn't bounce out at all. Maybe this is Vega's fight for them to take. Moving forward with Pasha, Mag and Solo. Trying to get Nuts, they'll get the War's Punch into the Remnant burst. The Sleight of Fist finishing off Nuts. On the back lines, though, S4 finds the kill onto Solo with the Rocket Barrage. They've gone really deep now, and now Nighttime comes out. Bulldogs, they're Chase now gets the crippling fear onto Pasha. They'll find the kill onto the Ember Spirit, so it's 2-2. There's your toss. Oh, the creep! He tags him in, Loader, and the creep slaps his hands off the backside of the Tusk, gets the kill. And now they're going for more. Loader with the 2-man avalanche. Tusk combo as well. It's a double kill for Bulldog. We should see Loader pick this one as well. And Alliance with some very flashy plays in the mid lane to deal with Vega's aggression. It was an admirable attempt there from the Dire, but Alliance were there to turn it around into effectively a full team wipe. And now Tiny, just 400 gold away from that Blink Dagger 10 minutes in.
Yeah, they just have insane execution on the Alliance side. Like, it looked pretty good for Vega at some point there, but then they just overstepped this very fine line where if you go across this line, you're all gonna die.
Yes.
And that's
pretty
exactly
much
what happened. So
Solo, I imagine they've got a glimpse if he tries to move out, but he's waiting for backup, and backup's going to be there. Oh, the glimpses onto Pasha, but he got the Remnant out again. Glimpse showing to be not that effective here against his Ember Spirit. The Searing Change, not enough damage to take down Nuts. S4, now he's moving forward. Can he find anything with this? He has got a cooldown, the Flat Cannon for Solo right back here. Rocket Barrage as well to Pasha. Oh, maybe they could tell Remnant forward here looking for S4, but in fact, well, Pasha Remnant's very aggressively, and now there's the slow from Ake. S4 trying to move himself around, but he's got the extra armor here. They'll look for Pasha, they get the crippling down. That's almost certainly going to be Emma down, and he is. They'll find the kill onto S4 though with the snowball in, but now Mag caught under the cooldown, has Solo coming across, and Solo will take Mag out of the fight, so he saves the Tusk.
Loader has a blink dagger, he's coming.
Oh, he's got DD as well. Vega are not ready for this. In we go. Toss and Avalanche. Double damage for Loader, bringing Shoma low. And they should be able to find the Dazzle. They will indeed. Dazzle's down. And now Loader's going to come back and he still has this DD. Toss onto the Razor. The punch to the back. Double kill for the Tiny. And now he'll look for Solo. This should be a triple and it is. Loader now the triple kill and he's not done yet. He blinks forward. He's still got the mana to go. Gets the Avalanche onto Mag. Ultra kill for Loader. They do lose a few heroes in the process, but Alliance are going to be very happy with that. 1,200 gold straight up after the newly purchased Blink on this Tiny. And Loader continue to have an absolute game. It looks like he kind of sacrificed all his carrying skills in game 1 and transitioned them into game 2. 6 kills, 6 assists, hasn't died at all.
Yeah, he's really showing off his experience on the Tiny here.
Yeah.
He's doing so much work. And the Dazzle is dead, I think.
I think that's another one onto the scoreboard for Loader. Wicked sick on the Tiny. 13 minutes in, and I don't think he's done yet. Loader's going to want to move in for more. They've got the silence here. Is it enough to control Pash? He turns around with the slide. The chain's onto 2. There'll be the toss over for Bulldog, bringing him in onto no one. But get the chain frost out. It bounces towards Solo. Mag's there with the turnaround, but Loader with the avalanche onto 2. Looking to chase down Solo and Pasha. Gets the punches in. Pasha all running himself forward out of this fight. S4 trying to chase as well. They won't get any of those two, but Bulldog and S4, they'll look for Mag. Loader's there with a wraparound, and there you go. Toss from Tiny, monster kill streak for Loader. He continues the pattern. 8 kills, 7 assists, hasn't died at all. 13 minutes in. There is no stopping this Tiny.
Yeah, you can see Vega's kind of falling apart there. Like, we have to win these kind of crazy fights, or we're just gonna fall behind. We can't go around by ourselves. Like, they have to relocate online, but they haven't used it a single time, I think. It's just really hard for them to execute against this powerhouse of Alliance right now.
It really is. Oh, what's Loader got in the car? Is he just sending it out for the point booster? I think he is. He's got 2.4k gold at the moment. Oh, Loader. Have some mercy.
And the relocate is coming in as well.
Oh, Loader. He's just going to stick around for more. The relocate was not the relocate that they were looking for, Vega. They'll throw out the snowball for the rocket barrage. The toss forward from Jara. He finally gets himself airborne after all these years, thanks to the backup of Tiny.
Nice glimpse.
And now Solo. He's going to go down as well. Loader just goes in with the punch. He's beyond godlike on this Tiny.
14 minutes in. You rarely see that.
My goodness. And I mean, Acronyms is nearly done here on this Tiny as well. I mean, he's 1k away, but I think 14.5 minutes in, we'll give him a break for that. 8.6k gold on him in terms of net worth. And that's compared to the 4.6. He's 4k ahead of the highest on Vega.
Yeah, and the Wisp has more net worth than the Razor. It's kind of disheartening at this point. What do you actually do if you're Vega? You need like a miracle fight.
You really do.
Or you do wipe the entire Alliance lineup and kill their stacks or something. Like they have an Asian stack going. But Ember has no real item progression either. It's looking rough, for sure.
And it, look, Loader. Let's get the Loader cam online. There we go.
So much damage.
There's not much more to be said really when these kills happen. I mean, this. Okay, they're gonna relocate. Hey, we're gonna see some positive stuff for Vega. They'll get the kill onto S4. They'll get the kill on. Yeah, they will. They'll get S4, but here's the turnaround. Loader. That's a level 1 here for his bucket. He's going to look for more here. The kinetic field gets chopped down, but Loader trapping up Pasha in the corner. Pasha will run himself across, but Loader with the toss. Double kill. Beyond. Godlike here for the Tiny. Poria gets itself out. Oh, Solo. I don't think you wanted to tell it to that creep, buddy. And it's a triple kill for Loader.
I think they might have
There's a buyback on Solo. I think they may begin to tilt here.
I think they might have given up. I don't know.
Okay. Alright, I think it's time to order the pizzas in. As this one. Oh, it's gone!
I think he might be dead. Oh, it's so close.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it's actually dead.
Okay.
I think that's GG, yeah.
Oh, well, that was fun whilst it lasted. I mean,
I think they might be a bit demoralized from last game.
I think they might start picking up League of Legends after that one. I mean, that was pretty brutal. Poor old Vega. Poor old Vega. That was just...
It sounds like a granny, like poor old Vega.
Poor old Vega. if I could physically give them a hug right now, I would.
Understandable.
Well,
I don't know if
there's
there's much
the
to
score.
say about that game. I mean, Tiny is wrecked.
yeah.
Like he just ran
He
up to
did a
Raze and
little bit.
tossed him back into the fountain, kind of.
Ah,
And the body blocks just set him up so beautifully.
so much anger from Loader.